Hello everybody, so today I'm going to show you how to back up your games and play them without a CD in the CD-ROM or DVD-ROM. First thing we need to do is download an application called Damien Tools. This is free online, it's not too big either. Basically this is a virtual CD and DVD-ROM emulator. It's a simple manipulations of Windows that makes your computer, or your operating system at least, think there is an extra DVD-ROM or writer installed on your computer. We need to install this simply because our end product of the backed up game will be a .iso extension, and these virtual ROMs are what's required to actually run them. So we're going to download Damien Tools first of all. It's not too big, like I said. Then we're going to go to a website called gameburnworld.com. This is where we're going to get our crack. Now basically a crack is not illegal. Cracking other people's games and keeping it, well, that is. But now we have, this is my own game, you're going to be doing this to your own game as well. As you've read in the earlier disclaimer, you could do it to someone else's game, but that's a line of ethics that's completely up to you. I will take no responsibility for what you do. Okay, we need to say game fixes. Once that happens, you'll have an alphabet from A to Z on the top window here. You'll basically, if your game is, for example, King's Bounty, I will select the K option. I'll look for King's Bounty and I'll download the raw file of my crack. Okay, once that's done, I'll actually have it on my desktop. Here it is. Okay, now we basically have the program to mount our backed up data, to crack our backed up data. Now we're going to make it. We're going to open a program called PowerISO. Okay, this is where we're going to compile all the files to make your backup. What you need to do is you need to go to File, Open, or rather an easier way, I'll show you guys. Just go to my computer. Here's my game King's Bounty already in the drive. I'm going to explore it. I'm just going to select all the files. I'm going to drag it to my PowerISO window. I'm going to drop it in here. So you can see it's all collecting. And close that. Okay, so here you go. This is what is on the disk now. We now have it backed up. So what you need to do is, if you have a serial key to the product, we need to create a new text document on the desktop. You'll call it serial, and whatever the key might be, you'll put it in there, you'll save it, and you'll drag it and drop it into this window. This is basically, if you basically the reason for this is you can put your original game away and you can get access to your key straight off your CD. Okay, but what we do have to put on this disk is the crack. We need to drop this in here. We have our crack. It's pointless you don't put the crack on, because well, then how are you going to play the game without having the disk in? Okay, so once this is done, we're going to save it. We're going to save it to the desktop. We're going to save it as a standard ISO image. We're going to rename it to game. Now I'm going to save it to the desktop. It's relatively fast. I'm going to pause though, and I will carry on when it's done. Okay guys, so this has basically taken me 3 minutes to do, and I'm at the end of the saving. Okay, there we go, it's done. We don't need this anymore. I'm going to close the window, and here we have our game.iso. Just going to check the size. It is 2.41 gigabytes. My original game size, well, it's pretty much the same size. So that's fine. Crap. Okay guys, sorry about that, I had a phone call. I'm not gonna restart this because I'm pressed for time and I'm almost done. We're just gonna carry on here. So basically, like I was saying, we have a 2.4 gig ISO. Note that a blank DVD is 4.4 gigabytes, so you can actually put 2 games on your DVD. You're just going to burn this as a data DVD. Okay, so back to where we were, is I'm now going to start up my Damien Tools, which I think I actually did not install. Did I? No, I didn't. Okay, we're going to install it, sorry. So you just install to it, you enable these icons, we need that. We're going to install to it once again, we're going to let it run. Okay, you will notice on the right hand side there's a red square with a white circle in. This is your virtual application. We're going to right click on it. We're going to go to set number of devices. It's already set with one extra drive. If you go to my computer, you'll notice you have an extra drive. Okay, so I'm going to go in, select device R. I'm going to click on the mount image option. So basically we can only view image files. We saved ours to the desktop, so I'm going to click on the desktop, and there you see game ISO. We're going to double click on it, and there you see it autoplays. I'm just going to remove my original game from the drive. You can see it's gone, and now the virtual drive is here. You can install from it. You can even explore the disk. You'll notice we have the crack there. So just like a normal game, you would click on the auto run and we would install it. I'm going to sort to the default path. I'm going to pause this tutorial, and when it's done I'm going to show you what we do next. Okay, so we're at the end of the installation, just verifying my DirectX 9. So basically what I wanted to say earlier, I don't think I said it clear enough before, was this game is now 2 gigabytes. A disk can carry double that size. So if you have another game, a smaller game like Alien Shooter 2 or something like that, you can, by the same method, back it up with a crack, with a key if it has it, and you can store 2 games on one disk. It's very easy was very nice, at least if you press for space. Another nice thing about it as well is, if you can remember the way we added our crack and the would-be serial key, you can actually download patches, which all games basically get, and you can actually apply it to the ISO, edit it the same way we created it, and keep updating your games that way. Keep it on hard drive for a month or so, wait for all the patches to come out before you back it up. That way you'll have the full game with all the patches. Patches, basically, they fix all the bugs that a game might have. Okay, so now that the game's been installed, we're going to launch it, and it's going to say please insert CD, or please insert okay, well this is okay, so this now is why the game won't work. It requires the original CD. It cannot pick the secure ROM up on the disk. Okay, normally a game would say please insert CD. You all know this. This is some odd form of protection, which is why, as far as I can get, is this. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take this, we're going to open my computer, and here's the ISO we created. We're going to explore that. If you can remember, we put kb.ra there. That is King's Bounty Crack, the one we downloaded off GameBurnWorld.com. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to right click on the game shortcut. I'm going to select properties, and I'm going to open file location. If you're running Windows XP, let's say find target, and that will automatically pick up the exe, the one we need to override. So I'm going to paste my crack in this folder. I'm using WinRAR as a compression application. Whether you're using WinZip or 7-zip, even a normal Windows XP compression archiver, you should be able to extract it. But just right click on it and choose the extract here option. That'll extract the content. And what it'll do is it'll ask us if we want to override the original file, and we do want to do that. And that's it, it's done. You'll see the file size has gone from 17 megs to 12 megabytes. Just going to refresh it, and basically now you've cracked the game. I'm going to unmount my ISO of the game that we made, so you can see there's no remnants at all of King's Bounty on my computer, and I'm going to launch the game, and hopefully this recorder I'm using will record the intro to the game. It seems to be working just fine. So now the game is going to launch, and you can play it. So this is how you back up a game and how you play it without the disk. Hope you guys have fun with this. Keep practicing. I've got a few more tricks up my sleeve. Bye.